Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for an album review this morning. Sorry that it took me a bit to get to this review. I'm gonna be busy today and the next 4 days working, so my actual next day off won't be till the 13th. So I'm pretty much busy for most of this weekend and the start of next week and kind of in the middle. But pretty much, this is for Love's newest album, I Want It All Right Now, that did come out last night at midnight. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this 11 track album by Love and let you know my thoughts on it overall. So let's dive into this album review now. Let me look into something real quick and I'll get started. But pretty much, with what I listened to with this album, I'm just making sure I'm going to say the right uh, people's names and all that. Basically, this was not a good album. That I can tell you. All was a average song in my opinion, and I mean it's not the worst song, but it's one of the stronger tracks in my opinion. And I am so sorry that I'm getting a little sidetracked. I'm just uh, basically Hannah's vocals is what really ruined this song for all, in my opinion. And yeah, I had to look on Wikipedia to make sure I was gonna say the right singer's name and all that. And I mean, All was not a terrible song. It was not a bad starting song. I think it was fine at the beginning, and then it just gets into some screaming, which I don't think was necessary for the track, because the track sounded fine with what it went for, but that's what they wanted to do. I just liked how it was making me feel this track, All. So I think it's going to get a 3.5 out of 5. I think Hannah's vocals ruin it in the bridge part of the song, and then the screams come in. I mean, the screams, I wouldn't say are bad in this track, but it's hit or miss. So 3.5 out of 5. Cheese is okay. I wasn't sure if I was going to like this, to be honest, but there were some things that I kind of feel in the middle with this track. The melody is kind of corny, and just how it's sounding overall with Christian singing it, it's okay, I guess. So 3 out of 5. Malachi is a really bad song. It's one of the disappointing tracks. I think Hannah's singing this track, if I'm being honest, and she doesn't sound good vocally, in my opinion. This is my problem with Grouplove now, because they're trying to go a little mainstream, and I think they're trying too hard to make an album succeed, when in fact this didn't. So 2 out of 5 for Malachi. Hello was a really disappointing track. I just wasn't a fan of the melody. I mean, certain moments in the track are a hit or miss, but the melody is what threw me off, and how Christian and Hannah were singing it, and the hello thing and all that. It was kind of annoying, in my opinion. 2.5 out of 5. Eyes is a disappointing one, too. It's just kind of boring and fillerish with some lyrics, and the melody is a little iffy. This track doesn't have anything going for it, and Christian's vocals sound iffy in this song, so 2.5 out of 5. Billy's an okay song in my opinion. I think certain sections are fine in the track, like the verses are okay, but the chorus, it's hit or miss with Hannah's vocals, so 3 out of 5. Tryin' is a okay track. I think it repeats itself when Hannah's saying, I'm still trying, and she repeats it 2, 3 more times, and it's kind of a little repetitive and not in a good way. But other than that, the rest of the track for the verses are okay. 3 out of 5. Cream is a disappointing one. I wasn't really a fan of this one, to be quite honest. It's just the way the lyrics are coming off. They're kind of cringy with the lyrics, and just how Hannah's singing it and Christian singing in the background. Christian wasn't bad singing it, but Hannah's just really letting me down with her vocals in this song. So 2.5 out of 5. Francine is okay. I wouldn't say it's great in any way, but it's okay. So 3 out of 5. Don't really got much to say. I think it's a hit or miss track, but it just depends on who's listening to the song, if they like it or not. Climb had something going for it, and Hannah sounded alright in this song, but it's just Christian's vocals kind of ruined it this time around. Because his vocals were just eh. So 3 out of 5. And finally, the closing track, Wall, is okay. I wouldn't say it's great in any way. Christian's vocals are hit or miss. And musically, it's fine, but it's not anything great. It's kind of boring, to be honest. So 3 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution wise, I think Grouplove, I Want It All right now. Their new album, I think All is probably the strongest track, even though it's not a great song. Anyway, I think it's unfortunately, one of the highlights for this album. And the rest kind of falls short. It falls flat. And this was a kind of bad album, if I'm being honest. Malachi really ruined this album with the score I'm going to give it. So, for an overall score, I'm giving Grouplove's newest album, I Want It All right now, a 5 out of 10. This was just not for me. I was hoping for something good, because I am a Grouplove fan, but I'm not liking their new direction they're going in, because it's kind of boring and just the songs don't connect with me. With the Deleter song, I did like that from the Healer album, but other than that, that album was kind of decent. And their last album that came out in 2021, can't remember what the album was called, but pretty much it wasn't the best album, but it was iffy. So pretty much 5 out of 10 for Grouplove, I Want It All right now. Thank you guys for watching.